I just came across a quote from The Matrix. It says something along the lines of, power is an illusion. No, choice is an illusion between those who have power and those who don't. And I was like, wow, that really is a reflection of the West today, because we do believe that we have some sort of, well, some of us do. I'm sure many of you are aware that voting, if it was going to achieve anything, I don't think we'd be able to. So democracy is it's kind of been hijacked. I think it did begin as something quite noble and something virtuous, but it seems to always repeat the same patterns where those who are a bit more nefarious or have evil intentions seem to be able to get into positions where they can either manipulate the masses, or they can manipulate policymakers, or they can get into other avenues across powerful positions, whether that be in finance, in technology, yada, yada, yada. And then they can slowly start to influence the government. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video as just kind of like a reflection of the state of the world that we're currently in right now. It's pretty cooked, I'm sure most of you know. And we are about to reach a crossroads, because even those in the utmost power, and I'm talking about the ones behind the politicians are kind of just like the middlemen of this whole system. I'm talking about the ones with real money. I'm talking about the ones with wealth who aren't on the Forbes list, with generational wealth, with families that were involved in finance back in the 1700s, the 1800s, the ones who set up the centralized banking across Europe and across America and now across the world. Those are the people who really pull the strings, and the system that has been set up and that they have inherited is eventually going to hit a limit where it just can't continue anymore, and they know that, and that's why they've set up forums like the World Economic Forum, and they're speaking about the Great Reset 2030, because they know this, they see this too. But I say we're at a crossroads is because it's like, do we really want power to be able to centralize into the hands of the people who are already controlling the majority of the system today? Or do we want something new? Because we have an opportunity here to build something better, to build something that could really serve all of humanity, instead of just like the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. And I don't believe every single person within the 1% of the 1% of that 1% is evil at all. I think there would definitely be some evil people in there, don't get me wrong. There are just some people with absolute nefarious minds who just believe that everybody is evil, so that they need to be evil in order to protect themselves, or they genuinely believe that humans are incapable of not delving into chaos, so they believe that they have to do necessary evil or something like that. And then there would be genuinely good people within there too, trying to figure out, okay, how do we go from this debt-based monetary system that has kind of enslaved the world and is inflating all of our currency and is leading us into an economic catastrophe? How do we actually correct that? So it's like it's not only do we have a battle of good and evil within ourselves and between countries, and we also would have it within the utmost elite of humanity also. So I wouldn't rule them out to all be completely evil, but we do need to all stand up, and we all do need to do our part. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make my own way of life, which I called Logosism, which I've been working on today, refining and actually making the document of. I wanted to create this so we all have something to follow, so we can all seek to refine ourselves. Because I think even if somebody like, I don't know, even myself, or I don't know, somebody truly virtuous I'm not saying I'm truly virtuous or anything like that. I was just saying, just imagine yourself. If you were able to get into power today, it's like, would you be able to, if you were in like a seriously powerful position, like your decisions affect billions. Do you think that you would be able to maintain that power and not become corrupted if you were thrust into a position like that tomorrow? I think it would be quite difficult for any of us to make the right decisions the majority of the time, because we need to refine ourselves first and make sure that we're acting with honor and virtue in everything that we do. So yeah, that's my movement here. It's like, I acknowledge that the state of the world is cooked. I acknowledge that most of us are lost, and most of us don't have moral grounding. We've lost, like, the West has lost its connection with the divine or God, and then it's fragmented in other areas of the world. Like, they have fractions of the truth. They don't have the complete truth. No one can claim to have the complete truth, but we can always continue to seek it. And I think we just need to refine our philosophy, starting with the West. And that's one of the missions that I want to accomplish here. And then through that, we would all start to live with a bit more honor and a bit more virtue, and refine our diets, refine our minds, and then we would actually see what's going on, and we can call out evil as it comes. And the people in power will be more refined, and they'll act more virtuously. But anyway, I'm just yapping right now. This video was just an acknowledgement of the state of the world as it is, and as I'm sure most of you see it. And we must strive to do better. It's not good enough to just look at the elites and be like, oh, they're all evil. It's like, okay, well, what are you doing to better the world today? How are you acting so that you might inspire others to also do good? It's like, you could walk down the street and you might even meet somebody unknowingly who has a position of power, whose decisions could affect millions or even billions, and just you acting virtuously might change their mind, or might have them view humanity in a different way, and it's a butterfly effect. It could lead to something completely different down the road. So if I'm to leave you with anything from this video, it's just, we all need to refine ourselves, because as we all refine ourselves, we can inspire others to do the same. And then as we do that, humanity will begin to heal, and systems that come into place, and the people who are behind positions of power will make more virtuous decisions. That's all it really needs to be. We just have to work on ourselves and convince other people to work on themselves, and show people how much contentment and fulfillment can come out of working on yourself. So soon I'll release a document on logicism, and yeah, I'll make a video when it's released, and I might even release it within the next couple of days if I refine it well enough. So yeah.